Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam from Creative Adventure Tables bringing you another adventure table idea. And this is a castle in the clouds. A castle in the clouds. So I didn't actually come up with a specific theme or monster for this because I'd leave that open to some ideas that you guys might have. For example, of course, it's obviously the first one that comes to mind is like a high-level wizard, right? So, or it could be a lich. It could be an ancient lich that's got their castle up in the clouds. It could be the son or daughter of some deity, so like a demigod. It could be some warlord who has dedicated himself to some god of the sun or the sky or something like that. And so they were rewarded with a castle to fly over and assault enemies from above. There's lots of different options that it could be. It could be a high-level priest or priestess that's got it. So there should be all kinds of things that this could potentially be. Of course, you know, it could be and it could have started off as one of those things and then got taken over by something else. It could have been taken over by a beholder or something like that. So all kinds of possibilities for what it could be. But I want to focus on just how I built it, how I brought this thing to life. So basically, the outside walls, all these big pieces like this and this right here. Those are all from a company called Old Glory. I'd been thinking it was from Zitterdesk, but it's not. It's from a company called Old Glory. They make all kinds of hard foam buildings. And if you look under their castle section, you'll see a whole bunch of different stuff for castles. So that's that portion of it. Inside here, the interior, I use Dwarven Forge. These just their standard classic tiles. And then I also got these right here. Our Dwarven Forge terrain trays. Those are fantastic. I use them for all kinds of things. And then inside the main keep itself is more Dwarven Forge tiles. These here are temple walls. You see they've got like the little reddish columns and stuff. Those are from the something of Doom, the Caverns of Doom or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. But anyways, Dungeons of Doom, something like that, Kickstarter. But it's retail now, so you can go on their website and check it out. And I believe they were called like Temple Walls or something like that. And then there's a few 3D printed pieces here. There's places you can see shelves and stuff that have books and scrolls and things like that, and like little abbey writing tables and stuff for scribes or whatever it is. So I've got those there. So that's the majority of that. The LEDs are all from Dwarven Forge as well. So these are their brazier sets. These guys right here. I think you get like 8 of them. I want to say you get 8 of them in a set. And then from their Dungeons of Doom or whatever it was Kickstarter, there's LED walls that have a variety like these right here. There's little micro switches in the back that you turn them on. Obviously, you can see how that just kind of brings the whole thing to life. It's pretty amazing there. What that does, it just adds so much to it. And then, of course, you've got more torches that I have over here in the King's Chamber or the Queen's Chamber, whatever it might be. The throne room. I have a number of ones that are set in there as well. So that's as far as like the majority of the makeup. And then also hidden underneath, are my Todd tiles, 3D printed Todd tiles. You can go to thangs.com, THANGS.com, and just do a search for Todd tiles, and the STL files are absolutely free. So download them. If you got a 3D printer, print them out. Don't ask me to print them for you because I don't actually own a 3D printer. I actually had to pay my friend in order to print them out for me. So I can't print them for you, but I'm sure you can find other service that will do that. There's no charge for the files themselves. They're my gift to the community at large in order to help do elevation. So, and then as far as the rest of the build is concerned, I tried to obviously give it a floating in the clouds effect. So I clearly have a map. I believe this map was from the Noble Knight games, but you can find any sky map out there. This one's just obviously clouds and stuff, which looks great. And then I just took doll filler from Amazon. It was like an $8 bag of doll filler and just kind of sprinkled it around above the flat cloud mat itself to give yourself some more 3D effect, right? Just try and add some. And then I have a couple more clouds that are up floating here These guys here, again, this is the worst name ever, I'm sorry, but it's Tinkered Tactics Combat Tiers. Whoever thought of that is just the worst marketing person ever, I'm sorry. But the product is great. So these guys right here, you can set them up on different heights, however you want them to go up, and there's smaller ones than that. So I just put those, they're clear plastic, and they're for elevation, for flying and stuff like that, but they're also perfect for you can just throw some of the clouds, the doll stuffing on top of it. And that gives you that effect that the clouds are, that the castle itself is floating around in the clouds. I think it does this is the side that the players sit on, that side, and the side right here. So just having them up floating like that adds a real 3D, surreal, visceral element to the experience to really make those clouds look like they're, like the castle's floating up amongst the clouds itself. And then just to add, everybody knows who's following me, I'm a big elevation fan. So you'll notice the castle floor is not level, right? There's one set of my Todd tiles there boosting it up above. And then I have a second set boosting it up there. There's two sets, one on top of the other, so that it's actually, this end of the castle is 4 inches up off the table, and this end of the castle is only 2 inches off the table. And it's just because I wanted to give even more of an elevated effect, a more magical effect, rather than having it just be straight flat across. I wanted it as if there's, because certain parts of the castle are often set on higher ground, right? The keep itself is on higher ground. So I decided to build it out that way to try and add some more element of realism, if there is such a thing with floating castles, obviously, and just create that feeling that the castle itself is something real. You can see, just looking at it from this angle right here, if you put all of it together, if you put the clouds and then the physical elevation, the multi-physical elevation of the castle itself, and then you've got the LED lights and the big castle walls, I think it does a pretty good job. I'm going to bring this up this way. It does a pretty good job of making you feel like this is an actual castle that's up in the cloud. And then what story you want to tell with that could be anything. Those are the materials that I used. Obviously, you can 3D print your own stuff. You can craft your own stuff. There's Wylock's Armory is fantastic at teaching people how to craft stuff. Obviously, Black Magic Craft, it does a fantastic job of teaching people how to craft stuff. So if you're not able to buy Dwarven Forge, or you're not able to buy Old Glory or anything like that, that does not mean that you cannot do this. There are so many great YouTubers out there, but those two in particular that really know how to craft stuff, that if you want to take the time and effort, you would be able to build something like this. And because it's all modular, you would be able to rearrange it like I do every session and build something new. So that's it. That is the castle in the clouds. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you would put in there too. Would it be a lich? Would it be a wizard? Would it be a high priestess? Would it be a demigod? Would it be a beholder that's taken it over? What would you put up flying high in the clouds? Would it be a race of hawkmen, right? So, they got that they'd have flying cavalry on the eagles and stuff like that. Something to that effect. What would you do? What would you put in there for it? So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and let me see your comments below. And I will talk to you guys next adventure. Take care. Bye.